Okay, let's unpack this. Today, we're diving headfirst into an incredibly compelling vision for Africa's scientific future.
Mm.
We're going to explore how cutting-edge research, specifically in this revolutionary world of omics sciences, is converging with powerful youth empowerment,
Yeah,
all happening on a continent just, teeming with untapped potential.
absolutely. It's a really exciting convergence.
Our deep dive today focuses on Metabolomics Africa,
Yeah.
this transformative Pan-African nonprofit, and their Electrify initiative, the hashtag STEMX Challenge.
Right.
Our mission for you, our listener, is to not just understand these initiatives, but to really extract those crucial, maybe even surprising insights that reveal how Africa is rapidly positioning itself, perhaps faster than many realize, to become a global leader in scientific innovation.
Yeah, getting beyond the headlines.
Exactly. Get ready for some genuine aha moments about Africa's distinct contributions to global science and, importantly, the profound impact of these truly grassroots, continent-wide movements.
Sounds good.
So let's kick things off with Metabolomics Africa itself. We've seen their mission statement, but what's the fundamental ambition here? What are they really setting out to achieve with this intense focus on omics sciences across the continent?
Well, building on that, I think a critical point we need to appreciate is the um, foundational understanding of omics sciences and why Africa is such a uniquely strategic frontier for this work right now.
Okay.
When we talk about omics, genomics, proteomics, metabolomics, Africa really centers on metabolomics.
Right, metabolomics specific.
Exactly. And for those maybe familiar with the broader omics landscape, metabolomics is often described as the dynamic real-time readout of an organism's health.
A readout, like a dashboard.
Sort of, yeah.
Mhm.
Well, genes are the blueprint, right? And proteins are the machinery carrying out instructions. Metabolites, these tiny small molecules, they're the active players in every single biological process. They're the direct reflection of an organism's metabolism, telling us exactly how it's responding to its environment or its diet or disease, like right at that precise moment.
So it's not static, it's live data almost.
Precisely. It's less a static snapshot and more like a live, constantly updating dashboard. It offers immediate functional insight into biological systems.
And that immediacy must be
Hugely powerful. And this immediate functional insight is what makes it so potent for areas like, say, early disease biomarker discovery or rapid environmental impact assessment.
Yeah, okay.
Now, Africa, with its, over 1.4 billion people, unparalleled biodiversity, and some of the fastest growing economies, it's not just a critical frontier, it's a unique one.
Unique how?
Well, despite all that potential, it remains significantly underrepresented in cutting-edge scientific research, especially in these emerging omics fields.
Right, that underrepresentation.
And the continent faces these distinct, really complex challenges in health, agriculture, the environment. You've got everything from highly diverse disease profiles that really differ from global norms to rapidly changing ecosystems and climate pressures that directly impact food security and livelihoods for millions.
That underrepresentation is a key point, isn't it? It feels like the traditional research models have maybe overlooked these specific African contexts, leading to a gap in relevant data, relevant solutions.
That's a really important observation.
So why is it so crucial, then, that the solutions to these challenges are homegrown, developed by African scientists using African data rather than just relying on external research?
That's an excellent question, and it's truly, truly at the heart of Metabolomics Africa's vision. You see, when research is conducted externally, there's always a significant risk.
Oh, risk of what?
Of missing the nuances of local contexts, or even developing solutions that, frankly, aren't culturally appropriate or economically viable, or even sustainably implementable on the ground.
Give me an example.
Okay, take malaria. Huge impact across Africa, we all know that. Its metabolic signatures, how the body responds, can vary significantly based on local vectors, like the specific mosquitoes, human genetic factors within diverse populations, even coexisting conditions.
So it's not one size fits all.
Not at all. If we only study it through, say, a Eurocentric lens, we might completely miss critical biomarkers or drug targets that are specific to African populations, or develop treatments that are just less effective locally.
Right.
Homegrown solutions, they ensure direct relevance, long-term sustainability, and crucially, they build local capacity and ownership. It fundamentally shifts Africa from being just a recipient of scientific solutions to being a powerful producer and innovator.
Okay, here's where the rubber really hits the road for you, our listener, because Metabolomics, it offers these incredibly powerful practical tools that directly address these deep-rooted, complex challenges. Give us some tangible examples. How does this science translate into real-world impact across Africa, like today or potentially soon?
Absolutely. Let's think about its immediate and long-term potential. In public health, for instance, metabolomics can detect diseases like TB, HIV, even non-communicable diseases like diabetes, much earlier and with greater accuracy,
Earlier, how much earlier?
sometimes years before clinical symptoms even manifest.
Wow.
And it's not just about diagnosis, it's about understanding how diseases progress, identifying novel therapeutic targets specific to African genetic backgrounds, and even personalizing medicine down the line.
Okay, health is huge. What about other areas? Agriculture.
Big impact there too. Think about improving crop resilience. With climate change threats growing, understanding how staple crops, maize, cassava, millet, how they metabolically respond to drought or heat stress or new pathogens, that understanding can lead to developing more robust, food-secure varieties much faster.
So directly impacting food security.
For millions, and for the environment. It allows us to precisely track the biological effects of pollution or climate shifts on local biodiversity, from endemic plants to aquatic life, providing critical data for targeted conservation and effective adaptation strategies.
The applications seem incredibly diverse, high impact stuff.
Absolutely, and directly relevant to the daily lives of people across the continent.
So it's not just theoretical, it's highly actionable science with immediate implications. Now, what about Africa's unique biological assets? We often hear about its rich biodiversity. How does that translate into a distinct advantage for metabolomics research specifically? Is it really unparalleled?
It really is. That's precisely why Africa stands as one of the most important frontiers globally for this research. It offers unique avenues for discovery you just don't find elsewhere.
How so?
Well, consider its unparalleled genetic diversity. Humanity originated in Africa, right? That leads to immense genetic variation within African populations. This translates into unique metabolic profiles that could hold keys to understanding disease resistance, how different people metabolize drugs, even novel adaptations to challenging environments. That knowledge is globally significant, not just for Africa.
And the plants and microbes.
Ah, yes. The continent's vast plant and microbial richness. It's literally an unexplored pharmacological and biochemical library.
A library.
Think about it. Many traditional medicines are derived from African flora. Metabolomics can help us identify, validate, and optimize the active compounds in these, potentially leading to new global drug discoveries. It's a literal treasure trove of biological information.
Providing avenues for discoveries simply not available anywhere else.
Exactly, pushing the boundaries of global science in really unprecedented ways.
That truly puts Africa at the very center of future scientific breakthroughs. But, okay, to harness this immense potential, all this biodiversity, genetic richness, you need more than just potential, right? You need the scientific talent, robust infrastructure, specialized training, a continent-wide network. How is Metabolomics Africa addressing those critical gaps? How do they ensure this potential blossoms into real progress?
Exactly. That's the challenge. Without that local expertise, robust infrastructure, and a culture of continent-wide collaboration, all this potential remains just that potential.
Right.
So Metabolomics Africa was founded specifically to bridge these gaps and fundamentally change this narrative. Their approach is multi-pronged.
Okay, like what?
They're empowering African scientists through advanced hands-on training and mentorship programs, often leveraging cutting-edge virtual tools, fostering international partnerships. They're also focused on building state-of-the-art analytical facilities where they're needed most, maybe through innovative mobile labs or shared resource models.
Making the tech accessible.
Precisely. Ensuring scientists have access to the technology they need. And crucially, they're fostering a continent-wide research network, connecting researchers from different institutions, different nations, to share knowledge, share resources.
It's about building an ecosystem.
A self-sustaining ecosystem of innovation and discovery. The ambition isn't just to train scientists, but to inspire millions of students. The ultimate vision is profound. Ensuring Africa isn't merely a subject for global studies or a consumer of external solutions,
But a leader.
but a leading force in producing novel, world-changing scientific solutions, driven by its own brilliant and diverse scientific community.
That's a powerful